All right, y'all. Welcome to the Joyce Discussion Podcast. I am your host, KvngBak, a.k.a. Dan Hat Poppy, a.k.a. Bandana Sanchez. Got a couple cool people in here with me today. Cameraman AJ in the back, holding us down every week, as he always does. I got my co-host, Miss Vee, with me.
What's up?
No hat today? No
hat
fedora
today.
Franny?
No hat today because I was going to do a new hat, but then I had to get my outfit because, you got a mat.
Okay.
It wasn't working out for me. So
Okay.
This is where we at now.
Okay. All right. Well, we're good with it. And we have some special guests with us today. The Glowish Podcast is here with us today.
Hey y'all. My name's D'Amber.
I'm Ariel.
Later. What we gonna do?
Go for it.
All right, cool.
It's all yours.
All right. So ladies, normally when we have guests on the podcast, we share with the audience like how you guys know us. But since I know you don't know us for real, like, we don't know me. Okay. But no, we want to get to know you guys. So please share some tidbits about yourself, about your podcast, all that good stuff.
Okay, so me and D'Amber are actually line sisters.
Yes.
Friends. We've been together for a long time now, but we started the podcast about 2 years ago. We were originally Hustle and Glow vlogcast, and then we just did some rebranding recently, and now we're the Glowish Podcast. Anything you want to add?
Our podcast is just a fun, lighthearted podcast. It's pretty much our personalities. We're very different. So you'll see a lot of our contrasting opinions, but also it's generally an inspirational podcast. We talk about things in life and how you should carry things between relationships, friends, and then some fun stuff too. So
okay, cool.
Why are you looking at me?
Because we vary all the time.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, we're so different. And then it's like, oh, that's us.
yeah.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so next thing we normally do is start off with current events, and of course the only current event right now,
right, it's taking
COVID-19.
That Rona.
Taking over everything.
The Roni.
Honestly, I'm sick of it. I needed to go back where it came from because I don't have time.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. I'm tired. from it. Like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
It's killing all the fun. Like, music festivals are getting shut down. People aren't getting refunds. Not that I was going to South by Southwest, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you bought a ticket, you're not getting your money back.
Yeah.
But wasn't that like a business conference?
South by Southwest? No, that's a music conference.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, they have
because
artists.
All I knew were a whole lot of businesses were going. Like, I'm going ahead and tell you, I'll be out of the loop. I don't know what's going on in the world. But the only reason I knew about it is because all these businesses were supposed to go, and but I guess they were vendors for the conference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. But
Yeah,
I just was like, they ain't gonna be able to have a meeting. That's what I thought it was.
Yep.
It's a very serious thing. Like, I get that. And the hysteria about it was kind of funny. Like, at first it was funny, but then when it started affecting, I can't even go to Target because
right.
everybody's going crazy. That's when it was like, okay, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much, man. And I liked it when it was lighthearted. I liked it when it was lighthearted. No, wait, before the threat was real. Okay, before the threat was real, I liked it when it was lighthearted, and it was like, oh, the zombie apocalypse is coming, COVID-19. Everybody get your Call of Duty skills up, stuff like that. I like that lightheartedness about it. But now it's
I feel like it is serious, and I'm not taking it lightly. But I feel like the fact that we're in such a technology, media era, that it's making things, I don't want to say worse because it is serious, but it's still exagerating things a little bit extreme.
It's causing all the
it causes
mass pandemonium.
all the panicking.
Right.
Yes.
Like, somebody bought 17,000, I think, hand sanitizers. Like, come on now.
I seen the guy. I was on my way to work. The guy had to have gone to Sam's Club or what's the other one? Costco. BJ's. He had a pallet. Y'all know how big a pallet is.
Yeah.
He had a pallet of Purell on the back of his truck.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if he was going to sell it like crack cocaine. I don't know what he was going to do. I don't know.
Right now, you can flip some Purell for a good
toilet
price.
paper too.
Toilet paper.
You can flip all of it.
And the thing about it is, like, I'm looking at some people sideways because you should have been washing your hands already. You should have been washing your hands before you eat already. So, like, now people are like, oh, I should wash my hands before I eat. I'm like,
y'all
nasty. Somebody was like,
doing that before?
Somebody was like, I got to line my toilet seats now when I sit down. And I'm like, so you were raw butting the toilet before? Like, so, like, this is
nasty.
Oh, that's funny.
And then what I couldn't understand is that stores keep running out of hand sanitizer, but they still got soap. So you don't want to wash your hands with
y'all
soap?
just still going a quick way with it.
I don't like hand sanitizer in the first place because I feel like, I understand that it kills all the germs or whatever, but then I feel like you just got dead germs on your hands. Like, you need to go rinse them off.
Right.
You need to go rinse that off.
They have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizer is meant for a more quick thing. Like, okay, there's no sink around me. Let me wash my hands real fast.
When you go to music festival, you bring hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I'm like, but the soap part, like, the soap should be gone. That's what I expect to go into stores right now and see no soap. But we ain't got no hand sanitizer, so I'm questioning all of y'all. I'm side-eyeing everybody right now.
Right. And no toilet paper, but all the vitamins and all the immune boosters are still there.
I'm trying to figure out what y'all using toilet paper for. Is it to dry the hand sanitizer? Like, I don't know.
I don't understand the toilet paper.
Apparently, people think they're going to be quarantined in their house for like 2 weeks. So they're trying to stock up on toilet paper in case they cannot leave their house. Is what I.
But how much toilet paper would you use in 2 weeks? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
People watch too much TV.
Yeah, that's
what it is.
I feel like somebody just happened to be at a store one day that regularly would stock up on toilet paper and got a few rolls, and somebody was like, "Oh, they got 3 packs of toilet paper. I need to go get 4." And now it's everybody. Now everybody got to have toilet paper, and I'm like, but it's not even like
Amazon is out of toilet paper.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Amazon is out of toilet paper.
It says currently out of stock.
That is crazy.
I checked it just in case.
I didn't even look.
And they have, when I checked, they had one more on there, and it was $100.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! But you know what? Somebody said, who's having the last laugh? Extreme couponers.
Because
they already got all
already ready.
AJ, open that cupboard right there. Open that cupboard right there. No, the big one. Yeah, that big one. Yeah, just open it.
The cabinet.
Y'all see that?
You were ready. You were ready. You got to take a pass. Do you always have that much toilet paper?
I haven't bought paper towels or toilet tissue in the last 4 years. That's how much I have.
Wow.
Or have had in the last 4 years.
Wow.
I usually get mine from Sam's, and I go a good 3-4 months without having to, or half a year really without buying it. But when I went this time to stock up, it just happened to be time for me to stock up and won't no more.
Yeah, I used to work for it's a company called Brain, and they do they stop the restrooms for the stops on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a case of 96 to 120 rolls for me was $20. So I would just buy one case and be good. So I ended up stocking up and just kept it. I mean, would it be in just me, or in the past 4 years, me and another person? It was I don't have nothing else to lose.
Right. You got a nice little side hustle going on right now. You better take advantage.
Nah, because you sell yours, then you be out. Then you be looking at me, and I'll be like, look, we ain't got nothing over here.
Wow, you do me like that?
Ain't got none.
See, I thought you was my friend. I'm going to stop being your friend in public.
You haven't been my friend in public, because you just talked about how you was DJing some brunch. I didn't even know you was at a brunch. Don't come for me. No toilet paper for you.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. No karaoke's there. How about that?
That's fine. I can go by myself.
No, bye. Okay.
I was popping in these streets before you.
Ooh. The shade.
Yes. Okay.
All right. When she starts flipping them hoops, I give up. When she starts flipping the hoops, I give up, man. All right. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, it's not really anything current that we need to.
Nope.
Took over everything.
No, it took over
nothing
everything.
happening. No events. No sports.
Yeah.
Y'all buying flights?
Everything shut down, man. Life is boring. I hate it here.
The flights out here are nice though. I be thinking about it. I'm like,
I saw that flight from RDU to Miami for $12. I almost took it.
Oh my God. I would have.
you should have got 2. I would have cashed out.
Look, if Roy Cooper told me I needed to stay home indefinitely, I'd have took that flight.
Yeah.
I would have took that flight.
I'm like, listen,
I'm
where do
taking
I want to be
flights.
quarantined at?
Exactly.
Like, where do I want to be quarantined?
I'm sorry, but it's supposed to be like, do you want to die in Jamaica or do you want to die here? And I'm like, Jamaica sounds a little bit better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have some cute selfies on the way out. Cute
Honestly,
selfies.
so me and Amber have a trip planned to Mexico in 2 weeks. And if the border don't close, y'all going to see us on Instagram with my margarita in one hand. And I'm going to be praying to God in the other. Just don't come back.
We don't. I don't know how bad the headline
I'm going. It's paid for.
Hey, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't blame you.
We have already had that discussion. Like, listen, no matter what the headlines say, if the border is open, we are going.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
It's lit.
I don't blame you. Like,
We've been planning that trip for a year.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're going.
And honestly, I'm more likely to catch it here at this point than Mexico. So unless Mexico tell me I can't come.
Yeah,
Mexico thinking about it though. Mexico thinking about it.
Yeah, they are.
They were talking about closing the borders.
Oh,
they was like,
man.
they don't want us over there. I was like, how the tables turn.
Right.
If Mexico build a wall, that joke gonna be built quick as hell.
Before years ahead
And make us pay for it.
They gonna call tomorrow like, we need a wall built. They can be like, okay, 3 days, it's up.
Like, where did this come from?
I'm telling you, that's
Here.
the Great Wall of Mexico. I'm telling you.
We can. That's not a racist remark. Because people will have something to say about it.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, no, it's all love. We start with love, we end with love, man. So it's all good. Jokes in between. Okay, so B, what are we talking about today? What we got going on?
Well, as COVID has taken over everything else, everybody about to be stuck in the house. I'm not stuck in the house because my job out here, like, yeah, we'll see y'all on Monday. So, but for the rest of everybody else stuck in the house, I mean, yeah, everybody's stuck in the house with their kids, and that's lovely. Y'all can bond and all that good stuff. And some people are out here stuck inside with their significant others. And a lot of people have not been in this position to be home all day, every day with the person you love. You love.
Let me tell you something right now.
Oh.
Let me tell you something right now. That'll make or break a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You spend 24 solid hours with somebody. Oh.
24 solid. And
Just
let
24.
me go ahead and tell y'all, these 2 weeks, y'all got to stay in this house. This ain't no, like, you stay for a couple days, you see how it work out. No, they ain't no coming back outside.
Yeah.
They ain't no coming back outside. So y'all got to make it work. So how are we going to make this work? How are y'all? How are y'all out on these streets going to make that work without becoming toxic to your significant other? Like, how are y'all going to make this 2 weeks work and still make the rest of your relationship continue after 2 weeks, after 14 days?
This is some people's dream.
Right.
Some people are like, I get to stay in the house with my man all day. He can't watch no sports.
Oh,
This is some people's
This is what I'm saying.
dream.
This is
Like,
toxic.
They are happy.
Out here like,
They are
I'm so
happy.
glad my man can't watch sports and he's going to be stuck with me for 24 hours.
They
You
are
are
so
toxic.
But
You
he-
are toxic.
Yeah.
But he got 2K though.
No.
Yeah. And he can play online. So
Yeah.
all the other people that's stuck inside, I mean, this might be the best 2K tournament ever.
Right, yo. 2K about to be lit, man.
I just want to be on Call of Duty playing zombies. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Run around in circles and gather them all up.
That's all I want to do.
You know, you got to get your skills up, man.
Yeah, might
Just
need it.
just in case
Might
you
need
know,
it.
zombies come knocking at your door, you know, you straight.
They better not knocking my door. We ain't home.
So so ladies, how would you guys I guess how would you guys avoid the toxicity that may occur if you were stuck with a significant other for that 2-week time period?
You know, you still gotta take your you time, I guess, or me time. Like, okay, well, you gonna sit in the living room for these couple hours. I'm gonna be in here doing my thing. You know, split it up. You can't just be up under each other the whole time.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in a relationship, so I don't have that problem. But hypothetically, if I was, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm not in a relationship. I'm not naturally up under somebody anyway. So I think I would enjoy the time. It wouldn't be toxic because it'd be like, wow, we finally have time to just sit around, do us, spend time that we don't otherwise get. But definitely, like Ariel said, I would have to be like, okay, now you go play your game. I'm going to go over here and take a nap or do something. So you definitely got to have that distancing even still. But I can't even fathom being stuck in the house with somebody for 2
Honestly,
weeks.
that made me think about it, and I'm like, oh damn, I'll be with CJ. Not like that, but just like we gonna get on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
We are.
There's only so many movies
we go
you
to
can
work.
watch.
Like I'm glad to see you at night or whatever, but we're really not around each other that much to where, and we live together. So if we're gonna be stuck in the house for 2 weeks together, we might try to kill each other by the end of it.
Right. There might not be no more relationships
Right.
in 2 weeks.
Man.
Let me tell y'all, this hot girl, hot boy summer is about to be lit. Everybody gonna be
Everybody
single.
about to be single. Everybody about to be single.
Everybody in these streets. DMs open everywhere.
No, they said we're gonna have the baby boom because everybody was stuck
Oh,
in the
yeah,
house.
I gotta be making
Yep.
babies.
Yep.
And that's the don't do that either, because if y'all don't make it past these 2 weeks,
Oh, man.
They
and
need
now
both
we got
parents.
babies, I just I don't know. Y'all
Child
just-
support office gonna be flooded. You hear me?
Not child support. Terrible, but some people probably ready for that. They probably booking that right now. They're like,
Right.
get stuck in here with me.
The toxic people are excited.
Yeah.
They are like, I got 2 weeks to trap him.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they are excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
If y'all have not been in a relationship at least a year, y'all go to your mama house, go to somebody
Right.
else's house, go to a friend house.
I needed
Do
this.
not.
I needed this advice 3 years ago. Let me tell you about something. Let me tell you about something. When that snowstorm came and shut down everything in Greensboro,
You were stuck.
I was stuck in that damn house. I wanted to blow my brains out. Do you hear me?
I believe it.
I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it no
I
more.
believe it.
I walked to the store and the store won't even open. I just walked to the store. I had to get out the house. Snow was up to my knees. I gotta get out of here.
That cabin fever gonna be real.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
see people gonna be walking dogs all day.
Yeah.
You walking the dog again?
No, the dog is gonna look at you. I ain't going out there. What you think
I'm
this
done.
is? Leash
I'm done.
where?
Shit, can we even do that? People literally act like we're not gonna be able to leave our doors. Like people are acting like I don't know, obviously, but people
I'm
are
going
acting
outside.
like
They
You
said
can't-
the best place is outside. They said the open air is better for you. Like you need to open up the windows.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what people say anyway. When it's like whenever you're sick, you're supposed to clean your house down, open up the doors and windows, let the germs out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like being outside should be okay. Like now, as long as we ain't like outside playing patty cake with the neighbors, like we ought to be all right.
Right. They just don't want you like around people.
Yeah,
So
they don't want you,
that's why
like,
they're trying to
gathering.
get everybody to stay at home.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Because I'm tell you right now, my man don't live with me, but this dog, he got to go outside. We
Yeah.
going outside.
Exactly.
Straight like that.
So yeah, so everybody's stuck inside with their kids, with their husbands, with their boyfriends. But like I said, if you've been in a relationship less than a year, don't try it. This is not the test time. This is not a time to test your relationship. This is not what this is about. Like, please do not try it. I cannot stress that enough, because if you try to test your relationship right now, I'm just going to let y'all know.
It'll fail.
Like,
Yes,
it's
it's not the
not
time.
going to work out for you. It's not going to work out for you because you haven't really figured out exactly what gets on the other person's nerves. And y'all
Mhm.
still probably in that sending your representative period. Like, you probably haven't really shown all your true colors yet.
Yeah, it's still that honeymoon phase, man. Still
Right.
that fantasy era.
And when y'all get stuck, like, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, when I bought my food for in case we get stuck, diet was not an option. Okay,
Right.
I'm not dieting because I'm not gonna be in there with myself hungry, because
Right.
I don't like me when I'm hungry. Okay, I don't like me, so I know nobody else is gonna like me when I'm hungry. So I was like, listen, I'm getting all the snacks that I ain't had in years. Like I
Right.
got marshmallows at the house. I got vanilla wafers. I was like, listen,
You get some
we
graham
about to
crackers?
have a
I
party.
was gonna say you making some s'mores.
No, I got graham crackers. I got my vanilla wafers to go on top of my ice cream. You put the marshmallows on it, it's gonna be a wrap.
Oh my god.
You need all the comfort foods.
Yes,
Right.
You need all of
Mhm.
it. You need all of it. I'm gonna come out. My hair gonna be long. I'm gonna get my braids done.
Did you use some wine?
I got wine. I got vodka.
Oh, you know it's real. She get vodka. Oh, you,
Right.
she only buy 2 bottles a year.
Hey, don't do that. Don't come for me.
When we started this podcast, she bought the same bottle every day.
Probably for about
When I-
2 months. Same bottle of vodka. I think
I cannot. We got allergies. You gotta calm down.
The Rona.
Pollen is at 80-something
I need you to
percent.
wear a shirt that say I got allergies. We need test strips or something.
Oh my God.
People start coughing like, take that. Cough on the strip. Cough on the strip.
My allergies are awful.
Mine
Like
too.
when
I'm
allergy
telling
season
you.
comes, I wake up, I can't even open my eyes because they're so puffy.
Yeah.
And I don't take medicine because I just don't like it. But I've been taking it this season because y'all not about to tell me that I got the virus.
Right.
Every time somebody cough, I'm like, oh,
Excuse me.
Look, Friday, I went to go get checked because my allergies were acting up so bad. I went to the urgent care to go get checked, and I'm like, yo, doc, man, I got the Rona, man. I got it, bro. The Rona got me. Yo, the doc is dying at me. He was like, yo, he said you just have allergies. He was like, look, calm down. You don't have coronavirus. I did all the check. I swabs your mouth, shit in your nose. You're fine. I said, are you sure, doc? Because I feel like I got the Rona.
Hey, did y'all see 21 Savage's video?
No.
He was basically saying how he's not going to the doctor because anything he describes at this point, they're going to say he has the virus. But he was like, I'm not going. Like,
but you might have
How many
it,
times
though,
you
so
sneeze
Right.
today?
know.
21.
That was actually good. That was actually good. I like that one. That was good. You funny today.
A little bit.
Just today.
Yeah, some days. Some days. But yeah, everything, like I said, we need a strip. We need to be testing folk because of course it would come at allergy season. But you know what? You know what else they've been saying? So there was a period like November, December, maybe January too, that everybody was getting this upper respiratory infection. But it wasn't the flu. But people thought they had the flu, and it had them down for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And it had like a lingering cough after. And everybody's like, did we already have the coronavirus?
And didn't nobody know.
Like, and yeah, nobody knew that's what it was. So I'm like, so did we already have it? Are we immune? Because then you had the flu and you was passing around germs. So I'm like,
Yo, chill out. Don't do that.
maybe I got the vaccine. Because when I was over here after the flu, then I was out for like a week. And you was out in the Bahamas or wherever you were.
Yeah, I was at the Bahamas.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Did you get tested when you came back? You was on a whole cruise. Were you on a cruise?
I just got tested Friday. I just told y'all.
But I'm saying after the Bahamas though.
No.
Right, did
No.
you get tested? Are you positive? Do you have the package? I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm just making sure I'm looking out for self. I gotta look out for me.
I can't deal with you today.
I gotta look out for
can't
me.
deal with you
I gotta
today.
sit next to you every Sunday.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I
you
know.
do. And pretend to be my friend.
And pretend it's hard work.
But somebody got to do it.
Somebody gotta be your friend. Somebody out here gotta be your friend.
Oh man, but yeah.
What you gonna do for the 2 weeks?
I'm gonna be right here playing 2K.
Okay, you gonna have friends?
Nope. I'll be right here playing 2K.
No. He learned his lesson the
nobody-
first time in the snowstorm.
Nobody from the outside. Nobody. I got enough
Just
food
you.
for me.
Oh,
I could not do that. I gotta go to somebody's house. I can't. I would go stir crazy sitting in my house by myself for 2 weeks.
You know where I'm going? AJ house. Go play with his kids and hang out with him.
don't let him come, AJ. We not sure if he
You
negative.
got tested.
Yeah,
Results.
Bring the print out at the door.
Right.
Email it.
See your
Email
results.
it.
look, pull it up on the app. Pull up your Duke My chart real quick. Let me see.
But you gotta bring supplies. That's a rule. If you going to
Right.
people's house, you can't come empty-handed. You need to
Oh,
bring at least
yeah.
1 pack of toilet paper, some food.
I got you.
No,
All
you need to
that.
bring a, you need
All
to bring a
that.
couple rolls. You need to
We
bring a
good.
couple rolls. You need to bring more than one roll.
Yeah, they bring just one
We
roll.
talking about relationships falling out over this. Some friendships might fall out over this.
Oh man.
You came to my house during the Rona. You ain't bring no supplies. You ate up all our food.
Right.
A whole bunch of subtweets and sneak disses over Facebook.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, she was here for like 3 hours and she was using up all my toilet paper.
And clean up after herself.
No,
She-
no.
She used not one Lysol wipe.
Look.
I was waiting on her to sanitize her hands. She ain't do it. She nasty.
This how the shade gonna go on Facebook. I ain't calling nobody out, but I'm just saying some friends ain't friends unless they use Lysol wipes. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, like,
Love.
Oh, what's that little filter they got now with the Lysol?
Put the lights on your profile picture.
Oh man.
They can get a real picture of me like that because we ain't playing no games.
Y'all see the back of the Lysol bottles have coronavirus on it.
It
Human
does.
coronavirus.
So what Lysol put out on Twitter was that it was a different strand. So it's been out before, but it's not the COVID-19. And then like what it was, I forget the guy's name from the CDC, but saying that the COVID-19 was for military purposes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it just got out of hand, and now they don't know what to do with it.
So this is like a weapon?
Yep.
Oh.
Wait,
that's
what?
new.
Yep.
Wait, huh?
Biological weapon. Yep.
The COVID-19 is a weapon.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you it was planning.
My boss said that too. My boss was saying she thinks it's a terrorist attack.
No, what it's
Well, I mean, that's not the same as what you said, but
yeah, but no,
along those
it could be. So think about it like this. All right, so all these diseases are in the CDC, right? So if COVID-19 was in the CDC and somebody who was a terrorist that worked there was like, oh, I want to let this shit out, just sprinkle this shit in the air like this, now everybody got it.
I seen a video. This man literally, he was on a train with like a face mask on. He pulled his face mask down, licked his fingers, and rubbed it down the pole.
Oh my God, I saw
on the
that
train.
too. I saw that too.
I was like, okay, now I'm like, are people spreading this shit on purpose?
I think it
Yeah.
is man-made. We've established that. But
Yeah.
I think it was planning too.
Sick.
At first I was blaming Trump, but I'm just not going to go there.
I mean,
Well,
I'm pretty sure we all know where we stand on that.
Right.
He's dumb because he's the at-risk population. He's
He
the
is.
elderly, so he need to stop playing.
Wait, isn't it in the White House? They had like 3 or 4 confirmed cases of people in the White House. It's in the
I
White
don't
House. Oh, well, I'm worried.
I don't know.
He said he tested negative. That's what they said yesterday.
So he said.
If it got Tom Hanks, it can get you, bro.
Ooh. It
Just
didn't
saying.
get Tom though. I was upset it got Tom. But
Run, Forrest, run.
but I'm living for these updates by his son though.
What? Oh, I ain't seen him.
I haven't seen him either.
His son is pretty.
Oh,
He keep doing updates with his shirt off. I be like, hey, how your daddy doing, baby? He good. Okay, he good. Hey,
I'm weak.
you like that mom that be at the school like, hey, how your daddy doing? Is he still married? Okay.
Tell him I said hi though.
Right.
Just in case. Just in case they don't make it through this Rona. Just in case.
You never know.
Just in case they
That's
don't make
real
it. Tell them
though.
I said, hey.
I work with some people. They're like, I come to work to get away from my family. Like they literally do not.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, all the
crazy.
people that don't like each other, y'all about to know it.
Oh.
Right.
And I'm ready for these updates. Because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna be
it.
on my Instagram and Twitter like, refresh. Refresh.
We're going to be like, they ain't together no more. They ain't together no more. What happened to them?
Nobody gonna be together.
So-and-so and so-and-so broke up.
Well, just wait for my Facebook statuses because you know I get reckless.
Oh, gracious. Please don't let him be in the house.
Oh my God.
Send him to work because it's gonna be a mess. I
Look,
don't have time.
before we leave here today, y'all have to follow me on Facebook just to read my statuses because they are hilarious. They are hilarious.
I don't have a
It's a
Facebook.
mess.
Oh, you have a Facebook?
Uh-uh.
You got Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, follow me on Twitter. 'Cause they on Twitter.
It goes through all his social media, and all day I'm just shaking my head like I don't associate with him.
Right.
It's really that bad, but that good at the same time. Because sometimes you'll see it and be like, he got a point.
Right.
He hitting on something today.
And I text him and be like, go to work. Do some work. Do some work because you bored.
I do be bored at work though.
You be bored. So now if you be bored at work, how you gonna be at home?
I get bored with 2K.
Nobody is playing 2K for 14 days.
You'll be surprised.
I believe you might.
I don't think nobody's playing 2K for 14 days.
No,
y'all gotta
not
do
for,
something else.
Not for 14 days.
Y'all gotta do something
There
else.
probably are
book.
some people.
They ain't gonna read a book. I'm gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna read a book.
I might read a book.
What you gonna read? What
You
you
know
gonna
what
read?
y'all read?
What you gonna read?
I don't know. I'll find the book on
question.
Amazon. I don't know. I'll
Okay.
read something.
Okay, you gonna read something? A
Mhm.
book though?
Yeah, a book.
Okay, with words, not pictures.
You know what?
Okay.
First of all,
I'm just asking.
First of
it
all.
was just a question. I'm
Mhm.
just trying to get down. I don't know what type of books you like because we're not friends. Okay.
that hurt me right here
You ain't hurt.
in the depths of my soul.
He doesn't have a heart. It's okay.
What? Golly.
I'm weak.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. mean, we're friends. I was gonna touch you, but I'm still not sure about them.
You might have the Rona sleeping all day.
Listen, I'm tired. I got stuff to do.
Your immune system been fighting?
No. Continue, sir.
I don't know where we're going from this. Where we going from here? Where we going from here?
Really?
I don't know where we're going.
That's how you feel today? That's how you feel today?
What you talking about?
That's how you feel today?
We're from the company.
Y'all see how he does me?
We're for the company.
Does this happen on y'all's podcast at all? Is
What?
this how y'all are? Not like this, right? Y'all aren't this.
We get like that sometimes. It depends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just us. Well, I guess it's good to know that.
Yeah.
Ariel be trying me sometimes. She trying to go crazy. But I ain't
She
crazy.
try me.
Oh,
No,
a lot happening here.
False.
There's a lot happening here.
oh, no, it's happening now. It's happening now.
That's fake news.
A lot of podcast animosity in the room today.
For the company.
Oh, don't come at me. Don't come at me.
Yeah, we behind on YouTube because of the corona.
We behind on everything. It sounds like.
Yeah, we are. We are. But look, they ain't gotta know that.
Everything is because of the corona.
Yeah.
Anything from tail end of February to now, if I didn't do it, I'm blaming the Rona.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say about December because that's when they were finding it in China and we were scared.
Right.
We were nervous that it was gonna come over here, and then they let it come over here. They allowed it.
They knew because
They
they
didn't tell nobody. They was like, "Oh, you came in from China. Come on over."
he wasn't worried about it. He was like, we're not worried about it. Not at all. Now it's a national
I was
emergency.
worried about it. I was like, "Stay home. Don't come over here.
No,
Right.
Stay over there."
we don't need
They
no
let
parts.
everybody come over here. They put one on each plane to go to each state. It's like, here you go.
Hopefully, if anything, it'll teach us to be more proactive.
Right.
Wash your
we
hands
hear about
more, be
stuff-
clean.
First of all, the fact that we have to teach people grown ass people how to wash their hands is mind blowing to me. This is something simple you should have learned in kindergarten.
They got to put them charts back on the wall. You remember kindergarten?
Oh
And you be like,
my
say
God.
your ABCs while washing your hands.
We have
and
already
that's when
had
all
to
your
do that.
germs.
We have already had to do that. They were like, they sent it to us in the email. And they were like, print these out and put these
Corona on me.
in the. They were like, put these up in all the bathrooms. I'm just like, what were y'all doing before?
Right.
Like, what were you doing before? And I just hope it continues. I hope that you continue to wash your hands, Lysol everything down. Like, continue to do that even after the coronavirus. Because there's other things out here.
Right.
There are other things. There's the flu. There's
Hold on.
other things.
Hold on. I gotta tell y'all a funny story from work. So, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. So when I saw the corona thing on the back of the Lysol, the lady in my office, she had like a little Lysol thing that she had bought like before I had got there. And I showed it to her, and it was like a big uproar in the office. And the guy saw on the back of the thing that it also sanitizes for herpes. And he asked me, he pulled me to the side, he asked me, so he was like, yo, if I wipe it on my shit, that means no, that's not what that means. I said, no, bro, that's not what that means.
No,
Like, why would your brain go there? Now I think you don't wash your hands when you come out the bathroom. Like, this is my thinking at this point. It was wild. Like, the fact that he asked me that question, and I thought he was joking at first, and then he looked at me distinctly. It was like, but I just need to know. I was like, bro.
So so maybe condoms prevent herpes?
No,
Or maybe
no,
just
condoms do not
talking
prevent
to-
herpes.
Not messing with nasty people.
But you know
That
what?
prevents herpes.
Ain't
Okay.
nobody said nothing about that. Ain't nobody said, because you can get it through sex. You can get it through kissing somebody.
You
Ain't nobody, they just wash your hands.
Bum bum.
All the people who've been kissing people in the club,
Yo,
Not killing people in the club.
kissing people in the club.
that was always the wildest shit for me because I be with one of my homeboys and he be just making out with a chick, right? I'll be like, all right, maybe he know her. And then come to me later, yeah, I ain't know her. Like, yo, bro.
No, people be kissing in the club. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
Ain't
Oh,
never
bum
met
bum.
a day in your life. Ew.
Who be kissing in the club?
The
You
people.
never seen that in college?
Not people that I mean, I saw couples that went to the club together kissing at the club,
Oh,
but I didn't see
man.
randoms. Just out here
Random
kissing.
Yeah.
dancing and kissing in the club ain't never met a day in their
Nasty.
lives.
Just nasty.
Just-
See, that's why y'all got the corona.
That is.
Out here kissing in the
Oh, man. Oh.
Don't kiss me.
Something else I wanted to ask you guys. So A couple podcasts ago, I had my boy Cool Kev on here, and we were talking about what were we talking about? We were talking about the wash your hands thing, and we were talking about how as guys we'll be in the club and we'll go to the bathroom and like somebody comes in before us or maybe comes in after us even, and we'll leave the bathroom after using it without washing their hands and dap up all.
Just at the club.
But that's just a scenario I was given. But dap up their homeboys from the bathroom all the way to the bar. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, as girls, have y'all ever like encountered that? Like chicks like going in the bathroom and you bitch ain't wash your hands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they happened to me. I was actually at the gym and they did that. I'm like, okay, so you walked out the gym or walked out the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Didn't wash your hands, and then you went and got different machines at the gym, and did not. That's why that little wipe they be giving you at the gym, the Lysol wipe.
Oh,
I be wiping everything down before I get on it. Especially after I saw that, because I'm just like, ew. Like, you gonna walk out and not, because you would hope at the gym everybody wipes down after themselves, like the machines and stuff, but they don't do that either.
No, they don't.
So me and one of my coworkers, we got a list. We watch the shoes. And if you see, we look at your shoes. If you walk at that stall and you walk straight out, we like, red shoes today. Don't mess
with it.
Right.
I like it.
Yo,
I like it. It's a
the
good
system
plan.
y'all got set up is wild.
It's a good plan.
It is.
But then you have to follow everything that Red Shoes has touched. Like she was over in that corner. That ain't
right.
Good.
That copier machine. Look.
Right. Did y'all see that video on the news where the guy was spraying his son down with the light?
Yes.
That lady in them Dollar General bags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she sprayed him in his face and everything. She told me she would have bust out of this one. I was like, it's contaminated. Throw it away.
I'm weak.
Oh my god.
That was good though. People are spraying down everything. He sprayed that poor little boy all over
He was like,
it was spraying. You know how your mama used to spray off? That's how he was spraying.
Or the sunscreen spray.
Oh my god. I used to hate that, man.
That off be
Come here, stand still. Stand still.
You know what might prevent the corona? That Skin So Soft from Avon. Who is the Avon representative out here? We need some Skin So Soft.
I ain't seen the Avon lady in a minute. But look, I bet you they racking up right now. I bet you they racking up right now.
It smelled like old people.
Oh, it did. It did.
Off. It was stank though. I don't even know if it kept mosquitoes off though. Like, did it really work?
No, I used to get bit up.
Yeah, me too.
My grandma used to, I used to come back in the house. And grandma used to say, "Oh, you got that sweet blood. You got that sweet blood."
Yeah. It's always your blood. It ain't nothing else. It's not this mosquito enticer you put on me.
I wonder though if it's some truth to that, because I get bit up. Like
I'm telling you, it's wild. It's
and
wild.
they're baseball size.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you,
everywhere.
Man.
Oh yeah,
that's the one thing I hate about the summertime. I'm such a summer person, but then mosquitoes tear me to pieces.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the mosquitoes gonna have legs this year. Gonna have whole legs.
I wonder if melanin got anything to do with it.
I don't know.
Possibly.
Watch, the mosquitoes gonna have the corona next. That's
They
gonna tell us that. They're gonna tell us that. They're gonna be like the mosquitoes carrying the corona.
It's gonna be the corona Zika. They got both. We got everything.
Oh my god.
We need all types of vaccines and off and
corona with the Zika chaser.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be upset though if all of a sudden the corona just is like up in the air and it just stops out of nowhere.
It will.
But you think about it.
They say it's just gonna stop.
Yeah, but you think about it. You look at all the election years that we've been alive for, and we've seen it's always been a virus to come out that election year.
At the election year.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, when swine flu and stuff like that was out, I mean, we wasn't even really worried. We was like, swine flu, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't affect us. Like, it wasn't a big, what's the bigger one? The pandemic or the epidemic? It's the epidemic. That's the bigger one, right?
I don't know.
I'd be the wrong person.
Don't start me to lie.
Let's use these college brains now. Which one is it?
We all are like,
I know, I'm trying to use my root words.
Look, just say that one.
That one. Whichever one it is.
Insert the one that's bigger. That one.
That one. Y'all got Google. Do do it.
Oh my God.
That is
We
the
are the
one.
most-
know everything.
We are the most informed podcast here in North Carolina.
Absolutely. Hey, we narrowed it down to 2 words.
Yeah, right.
Some of y'all can't get
One of them.
you, were,
Yeah.
there,
That
y'all.
fucking burns my
you're.
soul when you type Y-O-U-R when you really mean Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. That burns my soul, yo.
Some of y'all didn't learn.
I was telling somebody, I was like, your person should compliment you. And I spelled it COMPLEMENT. They were like, it's COMPLI. I said, actually, no. That's compliment, like you're beautiful. Compliment you.
Woo, you better say
I'm
that.
like, Not today.
Wait. What was your major? What was your major?
Social work.
Social work? Okay, all right.
I was like,
Okay, all right.
not today. Loud and wrong.
Yes. Don't come correcting me when you wrong.
Right,
You should have Googled it first.
Woo. Please look up your definitions before you come for me.
Man, look.
Because don't let me come with a whole receipt because I will screenshot. I'll be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, Webster said,
Oh, yeah.
She good with receipts, too.
Girl, me too.
yes, I'll send you
Yo.
a receipt.
Keep all of them.
Yeah, because
People close to me know before you tell me that I'm wrong or I didn't do something, you better fact check because
Right.
I will pull those receipts out fast. Circled, highlight, bold, underline. See here where I said it.
This one right here.
Here's my last email.
Look, I just knew I was right. I sent the whole screenshot, everything. I just knew I was right. Her ass was like, no, nigga, you sent that. I was like, oh shit, I did send it. All right, I'm sorry. I bow out. I'm sorry.
He was like, I told you last week, and he gonna send me a screenshot from January. I said, no, sir. This was actually January because I can tell you the context. This was not last week, okay? He was like, oh, okay, I didn't tell you.
My bad.
I bowed out. I was like, nope, you got it.
I'm weak.
I don't want no smoke.
Don't come for me
smoke.
because I will send you a receipt right now.
Yeah.
Right now. And that's
Oh, man.
that's what a lot of people gonna come out this corona with, a whole bunch of receipts.
Mhm.
So y'all don't be telling no lies, don't
Yeah.
be telling no false promises while
Exactly.
y'all at the house.
Oh, the lawsuits are
Lord.
coming. Like I was at this restaurant eating, and right before I got it, and
Right, because
people-
everybody is journaling. Everybody is journaling. They
Yeah.
know, you know
Yeah.
exactly where you were and what time. Because if somebody come out and say such and such was found to have the what's our there? What time was that? What time of day? Oh no,
Oh, no.
that's why a lot of
Look. When it dissipates, right, it's gonna be those commercials that pop up for mesothelioma. It's gonna be if you had the coronavirus during.
yeah.
Right.
During this time frame,
Exactly.
If you or a loved one
you
have
may
had
be
the
owed
corona.
some compensation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. I'm calling like, yeah. So I went to such and such. Yeah, I think I got the corona. I think I got the corona from there.
Like the kid, the little boy that tested positive after he got a autograph at the basketball game. He got an
Yeah.
autograph from the Jazz game where they found out those 2 guys had it, tested positive for it.
Wow.
But the sad part is we don't know that the little boy didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
You don't know who. You don't know which came.
You don't know
first,
which
the
way
chicken
it
or the
went.
egg.
Oh my
The chicken or the egg. We don't know what came, but everybody, of course, everybody like
Blame.
they shouldn't have had them basketball games. They shouldn't have out of here playing that basketball.
Mhm.
Basketball. You know they gotta say it real country.
That's why these people are shutting down. It's not because they care. It's because lawsuits. It's
Right.
because money.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
we're not gonna risk the lawsuit when somebody gets it at our event or says they got it at our.
So when they had first said that the NBA was gonna play, but they were gonna play with no audience, LeBron James was like, "Yo, fuck that shit. I ain't playing." 2 days later, he was like, "You know what? I'm sorry for the comments I made." The NBA called that nigga real quick. Was like, "Yeah, bro, you get if we say so, you get your ass on that court." Man,
Exactly.
look, let me go ahead and take this back real quick.
right.
Sorry.
You gotta think about it. People pay you. You gotta
Yeah.
think about where you
He
get your
claimed
coins.
though that when they presented it to him, he didn't know it was a real thing. Like he thought they were just like spitballing, like, would you play with no fans? And he's like, hell no, but he didn't know it was actually a real. It claims it didn't know it was
Come
a real
on, man.
conversation.
Come on, man.
But it still was an ask though. Like either way, it was still a possibility.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that one. But I ain't got nothing to do with it. He make more than me, so
Right.
do your thing, bro. Do your thing. It's above my pay grade.
He got it.
If there are any other podcast co-hosts that would like to audition, I'm kidding. I'll keep you. I don't like you for real in real life, but we make it work. What are you over there swirling ice water? Anywho, So while he's drinking ice water and stuff to help him prevent the coronavirus, as long as you keep everything Lysol down in here, I guess we can continue to give the people what they want. We give the people a podcast every week. So while y'all stuck inside, keep listening. We'll try to bring y'all the content, let y'all know what's happening. I don't know. I might be FaceTiming in.
I'll end that call every 2 seconds like this.
Right.
Do a whole podcast by myself. You know what? You should never let me do that. You should never let me do a whole podcast by myself.
It's going to be reckless, and it's going to be something I don't even want to be associated with. I'm taking my shirt. I'm going to take my little picture off.
You can't take your picture off.
I'm going to crop her out.
You can't do that.
I'm going to crop her out.
You can't do that.
For the one that you do by yourself, I'm cropping me out.
You can't do that.
I'm cropping me out.
Funny.
She's going to be looking the other way. She's going to be like, I'm not here for the nonsense.
If she looks the other way, she'll be looking at me.
Oh, well. So she's looking the correct way already. She already knew it was going to be some BS. She'd be like, I'm not here for the nonsense.
I've never thought about doing a podcast on myself. That would be so funny.
It would be
I'd be like, and another thing.
Right. And hold up before I let you go.
Yeah, I got something else to say. Hold on. I'm mad.
Yeah,
Maybe a bunch of rants.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Drunk man rant.
Drunk man rant. I would really have to be drunk to do a podcast by myself. I have no idea what I would talk about.
It would be a whole bunch of random BS.
Probably.
And everybody be calling in like, where's Miss Vee? Where is she this week? We need help.
Whole bunch of male chauvinistic points of view.
It probably would
without
be.
you to check me,
Yeah, it'd be a whole lot of ego. It'd be a whole lot of ego. It'd be a whole lot of big-headedness. Everybody be like, oh my gosh, this is how he really thinks. This is what she saves us from every week.
She keeps me locked away so I don't, infect the world with my nonsense.
He tries to come out every now and then, but
Gotta shut it down.
But sometimes I'll be hitting on shit.
Every now and then you have a good point.
I got 10% accuracy right now. 10%.
I guess that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. For a man, it's not bad.
I say the most off the wall things when I'm drunk on our podcast, and Ariel refuses to crop it out. She'd be like, I'm leaving it. And I'd be pissed.
I really don't edit that much out. Whatever you say, just know. It's going up.
I am happy I have creative control over the technical aspects of this podcast because I have said some wild shit and I'll be like, ho.
But the second I say something wild and I'm like, ooh, Deamber's like, leave it.
Yeah, leave it.
No, because he leaves stuff because I'll listen to the podcast and I'm like, I said that? Or he'll text me, he'll be like, you never guess what you said this week.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna hear it. I'm like, no.
So it was a point in time when we were trying to figure out.
Don't do it. I know where you're going and you shouldn't have left it in. And I still don't believe I said that. I think you mashed it up.
What are you talking about? You don't even know where I was going. I wasn't talking about the two-step honky tonk. I wasn't talking about that. No.
That's the only time I ever said something crazy. Usually I'm very conservative.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So she's been very conservative the entire time we've had this podcast. So we were trying to figure out a way to loosen her up. So the vodka didn't loosen her up because she wasn't drinking enough. But when she got that wine in her, it was a whole nother beat. She was like, and let me tell you about something else. And you know what? Let me tell you about this situation.
The wine will do it to you. Look, we'll have a whole list of what we're supposed to talk about, and it'll be like 1, 2, and then we over here. And then it's like, oh shoot, okay, let's bring it back.
You know what? And we tried to do that at first. Like we would make a list every week and try to do that, and we would jump down the rabbit hole, but that would be the most interesting stuff.
Yes.
You know, it
would get boring when we tried to bring it back. Then it was like the vibe died down.
Yeah, it was like
leave it left field. Just leave it over there.
We started talking about something, man. And I start giving my opinion, or I always have a story.
He always has a story.
I always have a story.
I don't have a story because I stay in the house.
I always end up playing devil's advocate some way. Like, I don't really believe it, but I'm like, but what about this?
And I'm over here aggravated, like, tell them how you really feel, Deamber. I know you over here lying.
That's me all day.
All the time.
Last episode, we were talking about, like, y'all watch Love is Blind. We were talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about Love is Blind on our episode that should have went out this past Wednesday, but it didn't. It's all right, though. But it's all right, because y'all still going to hear about it.
Due to COVID-19, the episode did not air, but it will air. Well, it would already air by the time this
Due to my co-host shenanigans. That's why it didn't air.
But we were talking about it. We were talking about, the guy obviously that disclosed he was bisexual after the fact. And I was being devil's advocate the whole time, like, but what about this? And Ariel knew where I really stood on it.
Okay.
So she was like, okay, all right.
Now that you did all that, tell us how you really feel.
Now that you spoke for the people.
Right.
So the whole time that it first came out, she was telling me, so, yo, you gotta watch Love is Blind. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
It was good.
So finally, when I got some time at work, I watched all of Love is Blind. And like I was hooked to it.
No, he said when he got some time at work. So obviously when he off for them 2 weeks, he ain't gonna be doing nothing. But
right. But yeah, I'm watching Love is Blind, and when the guy said, when young man said, he was like, yeah, I got a sexual secret. 2 things I thought of: either you gay or you got herpes. One of the two is happening.
And he's texting me while I'm at my job.
Yeah, right. I was like, is he gay or do he have herpes? Which one is it?
He's texting me, and I'm like, "What? Watch the show.
I wanted to know.
I'm trying to work." And then later on, he texts me. He's talking about he gay. I was like, "You should have seen he was gay as soon as he walked on the show." I was like, "As soon as he got on, I was like,
baby."
Yeah, I knew from the moment he did his little first interview. I said, Yep.
I was like, he's suspect.
But what killed me is that he was so like, you need to see me for my heart. You need to see me for your heart. And as soon as she was like, no, the gay came out.
Oh, he went into a
It came
He
out.
said that's why you win.
You win. The whole time. I was like, yes, queen.
I went back to the last 2 episodes and I saw her little.
I was saying that the whole time. Anyways, the whole time I was watching, I said, baby, you need to push her wig up.
Yo.
And when he said it, I said, blue.
I was like, read her, queen. Read her. Lace front sleeping. She all on TV thinking she cute. Her lace front slide. I was like,
man.
oh, he got her.
He was waiting. That's how you know. You know what? I wonder how many things men be holding in, like that you think they don't notice until because he was waiting.
He was like, I got stuff I've been wanting to say.
He seen that wig. He was waiting.
Yeah.
What you say? We be pulling out the files. He did that. He pulled out the files. He was like, oh, you mad?
He pulled the rug from under.
I got stuff to tell you, honey. Let me look back in the files.
Right.
That's why your lace front slipping. Let me look at the next one.
Oh,
I got more
God.
to say, honey.
Yeah.
I was here for all of it. I was here for all of it.
Other than that, in that show, the next big thing was the 2 couples that did not have sex in Mexico. Is not no way you gonna go out of the country with your fiance and not have sex. Like, who does that? Who?
They ain't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They ain't like him.
and those were the ones that didn't
They
stay
didn't make
together.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They didn't like him. And you could tell.
And Jessica messy ass.
Which one was Jessica?
Messica
Don't-
with Mark.
Poor Mark.
Poor Mark. I felt so.
Love Mark.
Now my whole thing is this. So
But she kept trying to find stuff too that was wrong with him.
No, she found stuff from the beginning. As soon as he said 24, she was like, I'm 34. He's 24. We 10 years apart.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to say. And she was like, when we get out there, everybody's going to say. I was like, nobody's going to say anything.
Yeah, nobody cares.
You're the only one worried about it.
And
You're the only one worried
Nobody
about it.
asked people that. How old are you? How old your husband?
Right.
Nobody.
She was trying to make the argument, oh, when I'm 60, you're gonna be 50. The fuck point is that?
Right.
The fuck point is that?
And the
My
thing
parents
was,
are 10 years apart.
The thing was, I don't know if anybody noticed, but Barnett was also younger than her. He was only 28.
Oh, I didn't peep
Oh, yeah,
that.
he was.
So she didn't care about age. She just didn't want Mark.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I never thought of that.
She just didn't want Mark. That was
See,
it.
I didn't watch it closely enough to know people's names or their ages.
I
I
was just like,
I ain't have nothing to do at work. My feet was on the desk like this. I'm like, okay, all right.
I did watch the weddings close though. The weddings, I was like, oh my god.
When Jessica came out and she had no bridesmaids, she had no family. She held her dress and walked down the aisle like, let me go ahead and tell this dude no. That's how she walked up the aisle.
Nah,
She held her dress up like, let me go ahead and get down here so we can go ahead and wrap this up.
what was Damien's girl's name?
Giannina.
Yeah. When
She
when
was
Damien
crazy.
and G like out.
I can't believe they're still together.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was
I
crazy.
Well, I can't believe that Diamond took your boy back.
She didn't take him him back.
She took him back?
Yeah, at the reunion. You don't
She
remember?
did not take him back. He apologized to her.
And he gave her the ring back, and she put it on her finger. Do you not remember that?
But they said this is not a proposal. And he said, "I know we'll never be together. You need to rewatch episode 11."
Okay, all right, cool.
But why did he take the ring?
Excuse me, knowing I watched it. Do I need receipts?
So why did she take the ring?
Yeah, right.
But I feel like she was trying to save face because the LGBT community went in so hard on her. Because they felt like she rejected him. But I don't feel like she ever rejected him.
No, I don't either. She was trying to have a conversation.
She was trying to have a conversation, and he cut her off because he was so insecure about himself.
Exactly.
Right.
That he assumed that she wasn't going to accept him. But he never gave her.
He started calling her all types of names before she could even finish the conversation.
He got livid real quick.
Exactly. So I think she did try to accept the apology as a way of like trying to keep the peace between the LGBT community because they came at her hard. Like they were sending her death threats and everything.
Oh wow.
Yes. They came at her hard.
Oh wow.
Ciao.
So I was
okay.
Right.
I was like, okay, I understand, but I was like, he didn't have to get on one knee to do it because everybody was like, no, don't do that. But no, they are not back together. They are not back together. In fact, he was.
I didn't see the reunion. How was her hair looking there?
She had her real hair out.
Okay.
And she has a lot of hair, but I wasn't feeling the hairstyle she had it in.
I can't remember how she had her hair.
And them baby hairs that she had, like I just. Ooh, just brush them in. Just put it back. Them are grown adults. Put them
full grown hair.
Right.
Full grown hair. Push them back into the ponytail. She had some kind of fan out. It was looking real done in the kitchen by somebody's grandma. And that's all right. That's all right. I just didn't see it for the TV fresh. But you know my girl Lauren, her bob stay on her.
Yes, I love Lauren.
I love Lauren.
Yes, I love them as a couple too.
Me too. Yeah. And they were making the same faces the whole time. Every time something happened, her and Cameron both would be like,
They probably have discussion. We gonna go on here. We ain't gonna react to nothing. We just gonna mind our business. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
We only here for a check.
We gonna mind the business that minds us.
Don't make no faces.
They were sitting over there like, we ain't in it. Don't ask us no questions.
But my thing was this. So you had Jessica and Barnett that was having these secret meetups. Mm-hmm. And nobody else knew about it, but they didn't bring it up at the reunion show.
No, they did. Amber did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Amber did. Yeah. I missed that part.
So I watched the first half, but I did see that part, and she was basically, "I don't appreciate you meeting up with my man in private. If you had anything to say to him,
she did
let me
that.
tell you, Amber said on the first episode that she grew up in basically she said she grew up in an all black neighborhood, and if you saw her, all her friends was black.
Yeah.
And every time she got ready to confront somebody, that neck was rolling. And I was like, yes, Amber, tell her about herself. Amber was like, I don't like, she was going off of her, but she wouldn't look at her. She was like, I was
you remember when she got drunk?
All together.
When they got drunk at the bar, and she came over. She said, "I will beat your ass." She said, "I will beat your ass if you mess with my fiance."
Oh my god!
Like,
and she didn't look at her then either. She was drinking her drink. She was like, "I will beat your ass if you mess with my fiance."
She was like, "You so unnecessary. I'm not even gonna look at you, but I'm about to cuss you out though, and you know it's directed towards you."
And she said it so calm, like it was so
man.
casual. Like we're talking right now. She was like, "I'll beat your ass if you mess with my fiance," and drank her drink.
See, in my limited viewing, all I saw was the part where she was like, "I'm not worried about it. This is a joke. Like she's not gonna take my man. Like I'm not worried about it."
She was unbothered, but she said, "Listen though, what you won't do is try to make me look dumb."
Exactly.
She
That's
said,
what you won't do.
Homegirl said it's laughable. She said her taking my man is laughable.
Yeah,
I said, okay, tell him.
You want to.
Tell him.
And Jessica was just sitting there. I was like, right, you can't say nothing back because you will get your tail beat on this reunion show.
Exactly.
And I'm here for all of it.
But the shade was real, man. The shade was real. I was just looking at the show. I was just mind boggled. She was like, but are you happy? Are you sure she's the one for you? Because I didn't think that she would be the one for you.
Right.
If I would have seen if I would have seen the show, did they see the show before the reunion?
Yes.
I would have had to beat her ass on site. Like,
Yes.
like
I
on
mean, they
site.
all live in Atlanta, so.
She wanted to because Barnett was like, I knew my wife was about to go off. Like, she was like, I knew the Black Amber was going to come to this show, and I told her not to come. So he was looking, he was like, I told you not to do this, and here you go. It was good.
She was calm though while saying it.
She was, but that means she real crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Because that's how I cuss people out. Not that I'm crazy.
Hell, Barnett said he was scared of her.
He is.
He said she
That's
scares
why he
me.
was like, you got how much debt, baby? Yeah, we can do. I'll help you. Yes,
She
ma'am.
said,
We'll
I
fix
don't
it.
want
Yes,
to work.
ma'am.
If your husband ain't scared of you, you ain't doing it right.
If I work to survive or something.
I said, if your husband ain't scared of you, you ain't doing it right.
Exactly. And
Can
that's
we
the
get that
quote.
on the shirt?
All right, so boom. We about to get up out of here.
We all three need that shirt. I ain't scared of you.
You ain't doing it right.
Period.
Period, poo.
My half of Drake's Discussion Podcast does not condone any of the messages said. Oh,
We took
man.
you out. I'm sorry.
All right. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, is everybody's hearts and minds clear?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You guys have been great.
Y'all
Thank you.
have
Thank
fun.
you.
Y'all have fun. It's nice to have, some more ladies on the podcast. I love it when I have my, our lady guests.
I mean, she
Because
tried to
I
get
gotta
everybody
deal
to
with all
gang
of
up on
this.
me.
I'm doing all of this by myself all the time.
So it's another young lady that comes on, Tia, and they're both
Yes.
Geminis, and
Gemini
then they'll
gang.
just
Oh,
gang up on me or
Yes.
whatever. It's
it's
terrible.
great. It's great. I love
Yeah.
it when she's here.
Anyway, so we're getting ready to get up out of here, man. Make sure you follow the podcast, D&D Pod on Instagram, Drinks and Discussion Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. You can follow me, KvngBak, KvngBak, on all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
You can follow me at Miss V _DND. I am on Instagram and I'm on Twitter.
You can follow me at Sugar Honey Ice D. That's on Instagram. Sugar SUGA Honey Ice D 3 E's.
That's actually pretty dope. I like that.
Oh, and the do it. Ariel always make me do stuff. You can follow our podcast also at Glowish The Podcast. That's GLOWISH The Podcast.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Ariayana. That's AERIAYANA.
All right.
Awesome. All right, we're about to get up out of here. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.